With the last of the Magpie bank accounts seemingly wiped to zero, the magnet's power is increased, embedding itself deeper into the mainframe, cracks forming on the ceramic shell.
Now, with the appetizer finished, we move on to the main course. If this mainframe is his cold, black heart, then every Magpie Industries-built camera, cell phone, and television are the eyes and ears of Malcolm Magpie. Every device listening, recording, and transmitting data back to this server.
All perfectly legal. It's in the license agreement. You all agreed to it.
And what does he do with all this data? He uses it to extort people into doing his dirty work. People like us. Now that he's an intangible hologram, we became Malcolm Magpie's hands. He'd use us like he'd use countless other poor saps by dangling incriminating information over our heads.
On the screen flashes evidence of an off-planet bank account owned by Harley Hacks Hackett. Deleted. A top-secret Perennial Labs report describing an accident with a particle accelerator that bombarded a scientist with anti-photons. Deleted. The kill codes to a decommissioned Magpie security bot. Deleted. Photos of Voxanne Valentine stealing the Pink Fairy diamond from the Globe Museum. All deleted, along with a million other incriminating documents used by Malcolm Magpie to maintain his power. With a thunderous boom, the magnet crunches into the mainframe's outer casing, exposing the inner core. And nestled inside, buried among the wires and capacitors, is a glass jar with a small, glistening lump inside of it.
And this ugly little lump of wrinkly gray matter, this is Magpie's brain.
The magnet lurches forward and clangs against the side of the jar. The Magpie holograms glitch and stutter.
What are you doing? Stop this at once! Aha! I say, is this a new dance move? We're all going to die!
One by one, the Magpie holograms turn to static and flash out of existence. The building shakes. Flames and sparks shoot out of the mainframe.
Chase! Help me! I can feel my heart!
The frightened Magpie hologram, screaming in my face, glitches and disappears. Through the cloud of ones and zeros, I see Vox and the rest of her crew heading for the door. Vox, where are you going? Shut it down. You're killing him.
This party is dead, and I don't plan on dying with it.
Oh, Foxy, don't leave now. I just want to take you.
I race over, narrowly avoiding a falling ceiling tile, and grab Voxanne by the wrist. I can't let you go.
I don't want you to, but you can't hold on to me while also holding on to this city. A city that doesn't love you back. They say you see everything. After all this, can't you see that I'm right? Forget it, Chase. It's Knockout City.
Vox, you played me like a fiddle from the start.
Oh, Chase. I only showed you the notes. You played yourself.
Miss Valentine, we gotta leave. This place is coming down around our ears.
I ain't got no ears.
This has been fun, but my ride's here. There's an extra seat in the limo if you want to come.
An explosion from the mainframe shakes the room. A giant fissure splits the floor in half. Her on one side and me on the other. It slowly grows, pushing us apart. I strain to keep a hold on her. I'm losing my grip. I either hold on and pull us both into the pit, or I let go. Voxanne, wherever you go, whatever you do, I will find you. You can run, but I will chase you and I will catch you.
I'm betting on it.
I let go and run into the flaming heart of Malcolm Magpie. A final, furious Magpie hologram is standing there desperately trying to grab his brain, but his hologram hands keep passing through it.
Chase, you miserable excuse for a police commissioner! You let her go! You will live to regret this!
I grab the capsule with Magpie's fragile brain cradled inside and pull. The metal groans as one by one the screws and connectors and wires pop out of their sockets.
Not a day will go by that you won't think of this moment and realize it was the single stupidest decision you have ever made in your life!
Yeah, tell me something I don't know. I yank the capsule clear of the mainframe and the Magpie hologram blips away, leaving me alone. Standing in the middle of a broken heart, holding the brain of the richest man in Knockout City in one hand, and in the other, a Queen of Hearts playing card. with a red hand on the back. The sun is rising on Knockout City. Beams of light stream through my window and warm my skin like a lover's touch. I'm back behind my desk, trying to sum up the last 12 hours, but my typewriter is silent. Malcolm Magpie wiped clean by the very crew of criminals he was extorting into doing his dirty work. The criminals I let escape in the name of justice. Justice that left Malcolm Magpie penniless, bodiless, a broken brain and a broken jar currently sitting in evidence lockup as we try to figure out what to do with him. I drain the last of the coffee and lean back in my chair. I feel something in my jacket poke me and I take them out. The 4 Red Hand Crew playing cards left by Voxan at the 4 crime scenes. The Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Diamonds, and the Queen of Hearts. The smell of her perfume still clings to them. But there's something else. Behind the perfume, a sharp vinegar smell. Invisible ink. I switch my eyes over to blacklight mode, and written on each card, in the familiar swirly handwriting of Voxan Valentine, is an address and a message. For my eyes only. Shaking the static from my eyes, I lean forward and begin typing. I'll tell it all, just as it happened. The good and the bad. And maybe, when this paperwork is done, I'll go for a drive. But in Knockout City, there's always more paperwork to do. I'm gonna need some music.
Playing field recording 00892. Touch me if you can.